really, truly, not that bad today. But it's been hard out here in some of these mornings. Some of these mornings been down there below Rooster degrees. You talking about below them 32 degrees. I got me something over here to help me out and save me. I've had it running here for about a month now, and I want to talk about it. My new heater's been sucking down diesel fuel and spitting out heat for the past month. And I wanted to give you a quick review of what I like about this heater. And there's a couple little things I'm not a fan of, but I do like that heat it puts out. And this rascal right here has definitely knocked the chill off of this room. It's not a room, it's a shop. Anyway, it's been knocking the chill off of it, and I kind of want to walk around. It's got some things I really like about it. But it's got an issue. It has an engineering flaw. Before I get into that, let's take a look at what I do like. I do like the accessibility of the handle and a place to store my electric cord. The little old heater was quite easy to assemble when I took it out of the box. I simply had to install this handle, the little old leg down here, stick the wheels on it, put some fuel in it, go to work, brother. Hey, because it was ready and it was time. There's a lot of things I like about my new heater, but there's one thing I really don't like. Refueling of this heater is a bit cumbersome. The fuel cap is underneath the doggone burner tube, making it quite difficult to get to it to pour fuel in it. They knew it was going to be a difficult task, so they provided me in the box a funnel. It's like a three-handed monkey trying to put fuel in that thing using this, trying to hold this flimsy funnel while trying to pour a jug, a 5-gallon jug, 6-gallon jug of fuel. This funnel didn't prove to do well, so in order for me to fill it here in the shop without spilling fuel all over my floor again, I simply find it easier to use a piece of tubing and a little gravity and let my tank fill. I got my fuel draining from my diesel can. That's not a gas can, that is a diesel can today. And I'm just siphoning it down. Oh yeah, she's flowing. Granted, that may take a lot longer than just simply pouring it in there, but man, that's a lot safe for me. And I ain't making a mess, because the first time I filled it, bag of oil dry was purchased. Let's just say that. It was a mess in the floor, and I wasn't happy about it. But this does take a minute. I'm gonna give you my 30-day review on this thing. Right out of the box, I was happy with it. I was pleased. It was easy to assemble. You just pop the handles on, the foot, and throw the 2 wheels on it. You can do it. It wasn't nothing to it. But what I'm really liking is how quick it warms this shop up. The digital display on the side and the thermostat, man, oh man, that has saved me many a step. Walking from the workbench to turn a heater off, or turn it back on, I'm cold. I set the temp on this, it maintains it for me. That's a win for me, I like it. This Mr. Heater Contractor Series, she's pushing 140,000 BTUs out, warming you up, you know. Can't do that without toting some fuel. She's got an 11-gallon fuel tank. I can get about 9.5 hours to run out of that. I don't know if that's good or not. What's your thoughts? And one of the things I didn't like was this little bitty cord. I think they all got a little bitty old cord hanging out of them, so I made me up an extension cord, dedicated it to hanging it on this heater so it's always got a cord. I don't want to be cold and ain't got no extension cord. The other thing that I noticed about this heater, and maybe it's prevalent on other heaters, I'm not real sure, but the ones I've owned in the past didn't have this option on it. It does have a gauge on it so that you can monitor your fuel pressure. In case you're having problems or you need to dial it up or dial it down a little bit. And the instructions are in the manual, and I'd suggest you read yours. But right now, it's getting cool in here. Let's bust this thing off. Whew, good gravy. We're going to have to get that heat on, because it is by golly getting cold. I'm not real sure how this LED is going to show up on this screen, so let's see what it looks like. We're going to bust it on, see if it says it's going to run till it's 65. It's 48 now. See how long it takes. We got a little timer action going on now. Let's see how long it takes to bring the temp up in my shop from 48 degrees. When I say 65, that's a good challenge. Hey. Oh man, She just flamed out. She hit 64 degrees, and I think that's probably gonna be quite flickery on the screen, but nonetheless, we'll see if you get that. Man, that's my opinion, my 30-day opinion on this here heater. I've really have sung its praises, but I have noticed on some mornings when it's like 20 degrees, she was a little slow to fire and she was spitting some fuel out the front. So if any of you have got any experience with a heater like this, is it uncommon to maybe add a little fuel conditioner, some diesel fuel, I don't know, DI, something to keep it from gelling on me inside that tank? Is that something that somebody does? I'm gonna find out. You let me know in the comments below if you do it. Meantime, I gotta get back to work. I hope you enjoyed this little video on this heater, but doggone, yeah, I need to get it over there and get something that's working on it. This has been quite the addition to the shop, man. I can't talk for stuttering, kind of. If you want one of these little heaters, I left some information down below. You can get you some more information. You can buy you one. Doing a little research. Keep in mind, the extension cord, make you up a little extension cord. Make sure you got a good way to be able to fuel that thing up. I left a little siphon hose in the description below that might be useful. I'm gonna order me one. Matter of fact, I put it in my wish list, and maybe you would be so kind to support the channel by looking at the wish list, thumbs up, and man, hit that subscribe button. I could use a subscriber. You the subscriber I need, right there. Hit the thumbs up. Oh, it just dropped down to 61. Ain't gonna be long, it'll be coming back on. So here's the short and skinny of it. I'm pleased with the heater. I've got a little issue with the fueling of it. I ain't happy with that. You could have found somewhere else to put that fuel cap. You could have designed somewhere else to put that. Otherwise, I'm gonna find a way to fill it. As long as it keeps providing me the heat that I'm asking for, I'm gonna let the fuel cap slide. I do appreciate the fuel gauge on the back of it. And I like the thermostat coming on automatically. Y'all have a good one.